Hello, Jason Barney here from Educational Renaissance, promoting a rebirth of ancient wisdom for the modern era. I wanted to shoot a quick video here just to share with you about the free ebook I'm offering called 5 Tips for Fostering Flow in the Classical Classroom. I'm really excited about this short ebook, and I hope that you download it and get a lot out of it. The reason I wrote this is because if you're like me, I've experienced so many times where we talk about these great classical ideas or things from modern learning science and try and apply things to today, but some of it gets just so heady that it's not really clear what I should be doing differently in my classroom. And so I wanted to boil down all the thinking I've been doing about this idea of flow from modern positive psychology and give you 5 practicals that you can take into your classroom this year and put into practice and know that you're helping your students cultivate flow, that experience of euphoria and joy in the pursuit of a meaningful activity where they're growing, they're learning, they're enjoying it, they're getting better, they're developing deliberate practice. And so, again, I think this is a really powerful idea. If you didn't know and haven't picked up my book, The Joy of Learning, Finding Flow Through Classical Education, I go in a lot more detail there. So go to Amazon or scroll down on the Flow page on the Educational Renaissance website, and you can hear more about that book. But that book goes more in detail in the philosophy and explores all the different subjects of the classical liberal arts tradition in dialogue with Mihai Csikszentmihalyi's book, Flow, and particularly his chapter, The Flow of Thought. And I did engage in a whole bunch of pedagogical reflections throughout that. How are we actually going to do science or history differently because of this? But what I didn't do is kind of boil it down to 5 things that any teacher could do, whether you're teaching kindergarten or you're teaching in the high school, math, science, Bible, or literature. These 5 tips in this ebook here that you can download for free are really going to help you get a handle on what it looks like to put this into practice, to help your students get into flow on a day in, day out basis. And I think for many teachers, these 5 things are going to be a mindset shift and are going to give a bunch of real practical ways to shift what we're inclined to do in the classroom normally. Take all that heady ideas, the wonderful idea of flow, and let's bring it down into the practice, embody it in the way we live it out. So again, hope that you'll download this, read it, give me some feedback, let me know how I can do better, and share it with a colleague or friend once you've enjoyed it. And do go ahead and buy my book on Amazon, The Joy of Learning, as well. That'll give the full in-depth experience. Thanks. Hope you enjoy and find flow in whatever you're doing today.